Stop marrying for love. Marry for interest. Love is just a feeling based on circumstances. You are going to grow. Interest is what keeps you with people. When you are interested in something or someone, you become calculative. You become strategic. You plan. You reason. You think. Love is just physical. It is not mental. That is why you can feel this way for someone today and feel another way for somebody tomorrow. Focus more on interest. Interest has more long-term plan. Interests have more benefits. Interest is more futuristic. When you're getting married, you need to be able to think ahead. Think for the next few years, not just for now. Love is empty. People get tired of loving you when there is no interest, when there is no growth, when there is no benefit, when there is no movement. Exactly. Interest is what makes people stay with you. Interest is what makes people stick with you. That is what you should be thinking about when you want to get married. Interest, not love. I've told you times without number that love is just a feeling. Those your feelings are things you're going to outgrow. What you want today is not what you're going to want tomorrow. But interest is what is going to make you think far. You are going to leave your now and begin to think of your tomorrow. And that's what marriage is about. You focus so much on now. I love you, I love you, I love you. You're not going to love him tomorrow if there is no interest, if he's not growing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to throw love away. I'm only trying to prioritize interest. I want you to reason. A lot of people who claim that they love you only love you when they are happy. The moment they are not happy with you, everything changes. When people have interest in you, they pay attention to you. It is when somebody is interested in you, that is when they want to know more about you. That's when they want to know your likes, your dislikes. That's when they want to make you happy. That's when they want to invest in you. Some people are just loving you. Some people just see you and just like you and just love you. That's why it is so easy for people to leave you. If people only have love to give you without interest, they will leave you. Are you shocked? It's not everybody that loves you that is interested in you. Some people love you and don't even know jack about you. They don't even know what you like and what you don't like. That's why they keep hurting you. This thing called love. A lot of people who marry you for love are shallow-minded people because they think that everything is going to remain the same. A lot of people who marry for love are people who don't want to grow. That's the honest truth. When you marry for interest, you become debt. You want more. You know that things will not always be that way. You know that you are going to grow. You are going to outgrow. You know that you are going to evolve. So you begin to look at the interest. You begin to look at the long-term plan. You begin to look at what this person is going to offer you. Is this person willing to move? Is this person willing to grow? Can I deal with this person? You begin to pay attention to that person you're married to or you want to get married to. Love is overrated and it's making a whole lot of you lose the real essence of marriage. You're not going to marriage to love. You're going to marriage for more. Want more. Marrying for interest is not money. Marrying for interest is overlooking what people have to give you now and look at the things that they can offer you at the long term. That marriage is a lifetime. Marriage is a journey. I don't know where I'm going with you. I can't see it, but I can plan it. I can visualize it in my head. So I'm not here with you. We are not talking love. We are not talking petty. We are not talking ice cream. We're talking about long term. We're talking about the future of our children. We're talking about our old age. And you're telling me not to marry you for interest? And you're telling me not to think? And you're telling me to love you for who you are? And you're telling me I can't love you. That's foolishness. And I cannot be foolish while getting married. Because forever is too long to be foolish. And many of you are just foolish in the name of love. And that's why marriage gets tiring. Marriage gets so tiring for a lot of people because there's no interest. Some people, when they get married and they stay 1 month or 3 months in the marriage, you start asking yourself, what am I even doing here? Interest makes you root yourself in people's life. It is interest that make people not to leave you. It is interest that make people to want to make it work, want to make it talk, want to communicate. Baby, how do we fix this? It is the interest that make them come back. A lot of men can't communicate with you because there's no interest. It's easy to dump you if it's just love that you have to offer. It's easy to disrespect you if it's just love that you have to offer. That's why I'm making this video, to tell you that it's time to stop that your love buhaha and start to use your brain. Before you get into that marriage, you want to marry that man or that woman. What's up? What's the long-term plan? Come, bring it to the table. Let's talk. Some of you are afraid to have interesting conversations. Some of you are afraid to have depth conversations. Some of you are afraid to ask the man that you want to marry, where are we going to? What's the plan? With this roller coaster you want to take me, what's up? You are afraid to have productive conversations in your relationship. That's why when you get into the marriage, you are lost. You don't know what conversations you're supposed to have in a relationship before you marry. You are afraid to have it. That's why when you get into the marriage looks empty to you. Have those conversations. Ask people, what is the interest? You can't come and carry me on this long-term journey. No plan for food, no plan for water. We are going on a journey. What's the plan? Let's put our placards on the table so that we don't get lost in the middle. They know they chop love. Love is just a feeling, bro. Let's talk. It makes you a productive woman. It makes you a woman who knows what she wants. It makes you a productive man who knows what he wants. These are the things you are afraid to talk about in your relationship. You're not, I love you, I love you. That's not factual. I love you is small talks. I love you is for children. Those things are small talks. And when you want to get married, you're not getting into marriage for small talks. You're getting into marriage for serious business, because you are also going to be bringing people into this world. You talk. Interest is like an investment. I want to put in 100 million into this place. What's up? What's up with this business? Where are we going to? These are conversations you're not supposed to be afraid to talk about. These are conversations you're not supposed to shy away from. These are conversations you're supposed to be bold when you're in a relationship about. And you're telling me love, 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 love. That's the reason why your marriage is the way it is. Because there's no long-term plan. There's no vision. There's no mission. It's just baseless. You people are not going anywhere. So when you wake up in the morning, you ask yourself, hey, how did I get in here? Hey, whoa. And the marriage is not interesting because there's no roller coaster. There's no journey. Journey makes marriage interesting. Where you are going to makes marriage fun. You are not even supposed to be in a relationship with people who don't want to talk about interest. I don't know the kind of conversations you have in your relationship. That's why your marriage is so shallow and so sham. Marriage is reality. Marriage is when you wake up from the coffin. Marriage is not I love you, I love you. Marriage is not about sex. That's not what you're going there to do. It takes more than love, love, love. You need to be able to back up that affection with interest by paying attention to the person you said you married. How can you make people happy if you don't even know what they desire? How can you make people happy? How can you say you love people when you don't even know their likes and their dislikes, when you don't even know their dreams, when you don't even know where they are going to, when you don't even know what excites them? It's when you are able to pay attention to people and find out the things that excite them. That's when love is sweet. When you're talking about something that interests me, about my dream, my vision, my mission, that's when I want to stay around you. That's not love. What are you talking about? Some of you don't have anything to talk about. Marry for interest. Don't be afraid to marry for interest. When you marry for interest, your conversation and your communication level will change. A lot of you cannot make it in marriage because you don't even have anything to talk about. There is nothing to talk about with your spouse. You don't even know where you are going to, and he doesn't even know where he is going to. Because many of you have not sat down to put your interest on the table. Interest is the main conversation you should be having in a marriage. Before you get married to anybody. Oh God, what is my interest? What's up? Let's talk about this. Interest doesn't make you a gold digger. Any man that says you're a gold digger just because you want to talk about interest is not a man, he's a boy. A real man wants to understand where we are going to. A real man wants to understand the journey. That's the difference between a woman and a small girl. A small girl is I love you, I love you. A woman wants to talk depths. A woman wants to talk real. A girl just wants to be talking, I love you, I love you. How many condoms? Everybody is marrying you for something. Find out why you want to marry them too, so that they will not drain you in that relationship and in that marriage. Because if you do not find out the interest that you have in people, they will drain you. they will collect everything you have. They go, finish your biscuit, finish your sweet, hey, finish your biscuit. Shakara don't endo. Exactly. With this viewpoint of mine, I hope I've been able to convince and not to confuse you that it's time to redirect your mindset. It's time to unlearn and relearn. Drop that your love aside. Let's prioritize interest. What do you want? Where are you going to? Where do you want to be in the next few years? What dreams do you have for your children? These are the kind of interesting conversations you should be having with a man and a woman. Not love, 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 love. Love is just a feeling. And when people are interested in you and pay attention to your interests, the love will grow. Tell them to drop love aside when you're ready to get married. Let's talk serious business. Forever is too long for you to come and waste my time with small talks about love. Let's talk interest.